is our plane. Made it safely to Caye Caulker, unloading luggage here. This is one of the smallest airports that I've ever been to. But it's cute and it's easy and it's fast. You can pretty much just pick your bags up on the side of the plane there, but they drag them over here. So let's go pick up the luggage and get on to the hotel. Pick up your bags on the corner of the building there. You don't even go inside. And then you can just start walking. There are taxis you can take, which are golf carts. And that's pretty much all there is on this island. That's why I like Caye Caulker better than San Pedro. Talk more about that later. Caye Caulker is quieter. San Pedro is a lot of golf carts, gas powered, so they're loud. So I prefer Caye Caulker. It's quieter, more relaxed. You can still party here if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to do that anywhere you don't want to, I guess. But from the airport, Caye Caulker is small enough you can walk to anywhere that you are staying. If you arrive earlier in the day when the sun's up, it might be hot and humid and uncomfortable. But otherwise, if you're cheap like me, when you fly to Caye Caulker, or if you're taking the boat, either way that you're coming from Belize City, I would just walk to your hotel. Don't worry about a taxi, not necessary. Early mornings on Caye Caulker are pretty quiet. Other than the birds, there are lots of those. The other tricky part about waking up really early with sunrise is trying to find a place that has coffee that's open. So that's where I'm going now. So that worked out well. One good thing about coming to Belize, if you're coming from the US, is they take the US dollar. Everything's pegged to the dollar. All the prices will be listed in Belizean dollars, and it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if something is listed as $10, it's $5 US. Might give you Belizean in return. They might give you US. It's kind of interchangeable here. Many places here will also take card, and they take tap, like many of the countries now. Let's go take a look at the ocean this morning. Here comes my ride. The island is fun, but this is why we really came. Just waiting on Izzo, and then we are down. Two dives out in the reef. Izzo and I did pretty good today, spearfishing.
Rich, we did good today. Clean up the ocean of the lionfish.
That's right, we got 10 lionfish. I got my first spearfish today. First with spearing today. So that was exciting, lots of fun. Hydration. I am not a proponent of killing. I'm not a hunter. I wouldn't even say a fisherman. I eat fish. But these little guys, they are super invasive species in the Caribbean, and they eat everything that they can get their little mouths around. The spoils of the day turned into ceviche which, I want to be honest, is not always my favorite thing in the world, but made with this lionfish. And of course, we're in Belize, so Marie Sharp to spicing it up a little. This is the best ceviche I've ever had in my life. Also fun, because this is about as farm to table, boat to picnic table as you can get. Fresh. Thank you, fish, for, although being invasive, giving up your life so I could enjoy this experience even more. Wow, so good. Look at this sucker. Here's a great thing about Caye Caulker. It's kind of hard to describe, it's just easier to see. So, no pun intended. I'm at the sea, one side here. If we turn around the opposite direction down the road here, you can see, there's the ocean again, not that guy's head. Just like everywhere in the world, they've of course got big painted signs that you can take pictures in front of. Once you walk all the way to the north side, there is the split. Nice beaches here, rental shops, normal shops up on the north end. The Lazy Lizard is the bar that is at the very north end of the South Island. That's where there is an actual split between the two islands. You can take a little ferry. I think it's $5 Belizean dollars, which is $2.50. Across the split, there's Caye Caulker North, and it is very close. You could swim it. Don't swim it. You can't. They don't let people do that, but you could. It's not that far. Caye Caulker North has been getting more prominent in the last decade, from what I understand. I've never personally been to Caye Caulker North. Maybe I'll do that for next time. As you've probably seen from some of my other videos, I try to be very price conscious when traveling. What I will say about Caye Caulker is most things are roughly similar in price, but a good gauge, like I enjoy using, is beer. Many restaurants will have a Belican, the Belizean beer, for $5 Belize, $2.50 US. I don't know that I've seen it for less than that in a restaurant. Maybe if you get like a bucket of beers, then that might work out to be less than $2.50. But there are places that will charge $6, $7, and I've seen as high as $8. But this island's small enough, if you walk around, you'll get an idea pretty quickly of which places are going to be kind of touristy prices and have a little higher sticker price versus ones that are probably a little more local, possibly more authentic, and that'll get you a lesser price on both drinks and food. There are two ways to get to Caye Caulker, and San Pedro for that matter. By air, by sea. I guess to San Pedro you could drive, because you'd be coming from Mexico. The cheapest way is the water taxi. I took a flight this time because of the time options that I had available. Flew to Belize City and then hopped a little jumper plane to get to Caye Caulker, and that's about a 10-minute flight, maybe 11 minutes. But as you can see, when you're coming from Belize City, the cheapest way, and lots of people do this, I've done it before as well, it's really convenient. It's about 45 minutes or an hour, depending on the sea conditions. But you take a nice water taxi over. This station is really easy to find. It's on the east side of the island, right about in the middle. And you can't miss it because it says water taxi. Coming from the airport, I could totally understand just getting a taxi and paying a few bucks to have somebody drive you around on the island on a little golf cart. If you are coming from the water taxi, you probably do not need to pay for a taxi pickup because where the dock is that the boat comes into is right in the middle of the island, so nothing will be more than 15-minute walk. But again, this is on the budget conscious side. Maybe you just want to do it anyways and you don't care about a few dollars to get to the hotel. Belize is another country that I would say you do not need cash in. They do take the US dollar. If there are small amounts, sometimes places will not take a card. Otherwise, every place takes card, every place takes tap, as I usually do. Bloop, bloop. I'm paying with my watch all the time, then I don't have to carry cash on me. I might carry the equivalent of about 20 US dollars, and that's just if I want to pick up a Gatorade, a water, a beer, something like that at a supermarket on the way if the walk gets too hot. There's two main roads that kind of go north-south on the island. And something worth knowing, if you care about having a quieter place to sleep like I do, I would not advise staying close to either of those main roads. There's a lot of streets that go east and west across the island as well. Find a place that's on an east-west street that has good reviews, and you will probably get some better sleep. It's not that it's terribly bad overnight. In general, the island doesn't stay up super late. But if you are close to a bar or closer to one of those main roads, which probably has multiple bars, you might hear music late into the evening. And what will also happen is the next morning, that's when you're going to hear a lot of traffic from the golf carts once those get up and get going. So if it matters for you, something to keep in mind. I would try to stay away from the north-south streets as much as you can. Or if you're staying in a place, make sure that they're off the street and not right up on one of the main streets. A lot of people will choose to stay towards the north side of the island because that's closer to the spit. I would make a recommendation for the south side on the east side of the island. It's very well kept. Lots of these docks you can go out and swim or snorkel if you want. They have ladders to get back up. But it's quieter, it's breezier, which is very nice in the heat. But yeah, recommendation for the southeast side of the island, from between like a little bit up from the airport and the dock where the water taxi comes in. Between those two spots, there's a lot of places that are really cute, really well kept, and it's very clean over here, and it's quieter, a little bit more relaxing if that's what you're looking for. When you come to Caye Caulker, you need Pelican and you need Izzo. Not only dive master, grill master. Everything you need.